What sold? Day 131. The first sale of the day is this vintage Levi's denim shirt in a men's large. This is a red one, which is pretty unique. It's also a pearl snap, which definitely adds some value. And I thought these snaps on this one was super cool. I've never seen anything like this. They're like a zebra print. So I think that definitely added some value and helped them sell as well. This one sold in 13 days for full price, $30 plus shipping. So number 2 is this Nike Cleveland Browns polo shirt in a men's 2XL. This was one of the on-field polos. I've noticed that almost all of the Nike NFL on-field polos have been doing really well for me. This one was no different. It sold in 22 days for a best offer of $17 plus shipping. Some of you might not consider $17 a pretty good sale, but I'm really happy with it because it sold so quickly. If this only sold for $17 and it took about a year to sell, then I wouldn't be happy with the sale. But I'm very interested in fast selling items. Even if they're only going to make me $8, $9, $10 profit, that's going to be okay with me. So number 3, another good sale is this Brooks Brothers dress shirt in a men's size 17. It did have size 36 sleeves. Those are on the longer side, and I've noticed that the longer sleeves on the dress shirt really helps them sell for good money and quickly. This one did. It sold in 21 days for full price, $25 plus shipping. So number 4 is this North Face vest in a men's XL. This is a vintage one from the 90s, and it was just a fleece with a few small flaws on it. It sold in 4 days for a best offer of $15 plus shipping. And this did come from the North Face buyout where I bought a bunch of jackets, I think like 42 of them for an average of around $7 or $8. So I'm only going to make maybe $7 on this item, maybe even six or $7, somewhere in there. But it did move quickly, and it did have some flaws on it, so I'm happy to move it and still make a few bucks on it. So number 5 is this pair of Lululemon pants in a men's size XL. These are called the Bowline pant. They're kind of like a thicker pull-on pant, kind of canvasy feel to them, and they have a bit wider of a leg. These sold in 17 days for a best offer of $50 plus shipping. I'm pretty sure I picked these up at a resale shop for either $24 or $28. So my margin on them isn't very high, but the amount of profit that I made on them is still pretty decent. I'm going to make about $20 profit after fees and shipping, and it's only one item. So I don't mind paying up for items if I'm going to make more than $10 profit on them, and if they're going to sell quickly, that's fine with me. I don't need to have a huge margin. I'm a little more focused on the amount of actual money that I'm making per item, even if the margin's a little bit lower. So number 6 is this Free Fly quarter zip pullover in a men's medium. These are like a bamboo blend, so they have a very soft, stretchy feel to them. And this one sold in 4 days for a best offer of $20 plus shipping. So number 7 is this Rain Spooner Hawaiian shirt in a men's medium. This one did have a bit of a unique print on it. I'll go and show it to you guys a little bit closer. I'm not exactly sure even what this print is or what exactly it's trying to convey, but it just is a bit unique, and I've never saw this print before, so I thought it might be a decent seller, and it did sell pretty quickly. It sold in 2 months for the full sale price there of $27 plus shipping. After my items are, I think, 31 days to 60 days, those are my 10% off items. I do have a tiered markdown sale, so as items get older, they get more discounted. So number 8 is this massive Army combat shirt in the men's 2XL. This one was pretty easy to look up. I'll show you guys the tag here. And usually if Army gear is in good condition and looks like it's pretty high quality, then I'll usually look it up. And it's nice when they have something like this that make it super easy to look up. And I ended up selling it in 2 days for a best offer of $22 plus shipping. So I'm really happy with that sale. Sale number 9 is another Levi's denim shirt in a men's XL. This one was a slim fit, and it also had the pearl snaps, which always adds some value to these. And it sold in 12 days for a best offer of $25 plus shipping. It's nice because almost all of these items today have been selling really quickly, and that is what I'm aiming for, quick selling items that make around $10 profit. So number 10 is this vintage North Face jacket in a men's medium. This is one of the Gore-Tex ones, which definitely adds some value, especially to these vintage ones, because a lot of these vintage North Face jackets, even though they're older, don't carry that much value unless there's something special. So this one sold in 17 days for a best offer of $25 plus shipping, and this also came from the North Face jacket buyout. Sale number 11, another item from that buyout, and another North Face jacket in a men's 2XL. This one sold in 4 days for a best offer of $22 plus shipping. Sale number 12 is one of these lightweight Lacoste sweatshirts in a men's size 6, which I think is an XL. I don't think it's a 2XL. I think that's an XL. But it sold in 2 months for a best offer of $18 plus shipping. I always like picking these up. But unless they're the bigger sizes, they really don't sell for much. I think the smaller size ones might even sell as low as $15. So you need to be picking them up pretty cheaply. I usually pay up to even like $7 or $8 for these, just because I know that if I price them around $20 or even less, they're going to sell pretty quickly. I tried to squeeze a little bit more out of this one by pricing it at $25, but it didn't really help because it ended up only selling for $18. So this is just a reminder, price your items accurately. If I would have priced this at about $22, probably would have sold even quicker, and I might have even sold it at full price. So number 13 is this Under Armour hoodie in a men's XL. This is another one of the lightweight, more like workout style ones. This one sold in 3 months for a best offer of $14 plus shipping. I thought having like this jacquard camo look on it was going to help it sell for more money, but I was wrong because this is just, it goes in another one of the Under Armour items that I bought thinking that it was going to do better than Under Armour usually does for me, and it continues to prove me wrong. It never does. It never does better than I think it's going to do unless it's something really special. Under Armour just is not a great seller for me in general. So number 14 is this Nike golf polo in a men's 2XL. It did have like this animal print in there. I'm not exactly sure what animal it was. I definitely added elephant because I think there's some Nike elephant printed shoes that people wear, and I thought they might also like to have a shirt that matched them. But this one was also new with tags, which I'm sure added quite a bit of value. Didn't sell as great as I thought. I originally had it priced for $40. It ended up taking 3 months to sell, and it only sold for $25 plus shipping. Nike stuff, especially more basic. I know this had an animal print on it, but it isn't like a special subline or anything. And a lot of the Nike stuff that doesn't have anything special takes a while to sell. It doesn't sell for the most money. So number 15 is this vintage 80s Rain Spooner Hawaiian shirt. It was just in a size men's medium, and it has some stains on the front of it. But it still sold quickly in 2 days for full price $30 plus shipping. I've shown you guys this tag a million times, but I just want to show it to you again. If you find this yellow tagged Rain Spooner, those are almost always a pickup, even if you have to pay up for a bit. Because like I said, this one had a stain on the front of it. It was only in a size medium. It still sold for full price in 2 days because collectors really want these Rain Spooners from the 80s. So number 16, another Nike Tiger Woods polo shirt in a men's large. This is one of the newer ones, and it was also new with tags. It didn't have the price tag on it. It only had this little small tag that said standard fit, but I left it on there just to let them know that it was still new and unworn. But these Nike Tiger Woods mock necks sell really well, and they sold well before, but I think they're only going to continue to sell well because Nike is no longer going to be collaborating with Tiger Woods. So I'm assuming that if the print on these hasn't already stopped, then it will be stopping soon. But this one sold in 1 month for full price, $45 plus shipping. If you can find any Nike Tiger Woods stuff right now, I'd be picking it up. So number 17, another Rain Spooner Hawaiian shirt in a men's large. This was for the Chevrolet trucks. Usually the ones with the vintage cars aren't the best sellers, so I did price this down a little bit at $30. But it sold pretty quickly in 2 days for a best offer of $25 plus shipping, and I'm actually really happy to get that price for this one because, like I said, a lot of the classic car Rain Spooners, unless they're for a specific model of a car, don't sell the best. So number 18 is this Lululemon half zip in a men's XL. This is like one of their lightweight pullovers. This one sold in 1 day for a best offer of $23 plus shipping. Normally I'd be looking to sell this item in the $35 range, but it was embroidered on the front of it with this Golden State Warriors logo and MLK. I'm not sure if those were the initials of a player or someone that works for the team. I'm not exactly sure what the embroidery, or it wasn't even embroidered, it was actually just printed on there. But I wasn't sure. That's why I was willing to let it go cheap. And when I picked it up, I actually picked it up for, I think, around $7. So I knew that I was fine with selling it cheap just because it had these printed on the front of it. So number 19 is this Levi's denim vest in a men's large. This is one of the ones that has the paint splatter all over it, but that is meant to be like that. That is from Levi's. It's made like that because this one is also new with tags. It sold in 12 days for a best offer of $38 plus shipping, and that's actually a great price to get for a Levi's denim vest. And like I said, this isn't a vintage one or anything. This is just a new age printed one. So number 20 is a Nike SB jacket in a men's XL. This is like a thick canvas workwear jacket. It did have some, actually quite a bit of wear on it. I was going to try it for myself, but it just fit a little bit snugger than a normal XL by Nike. So I ended up just selling it, and it sold pretty well. It only took a month to sell, and it sold for full price, $60 plus shipping. So number 21 is this Marlboro denim jacket in a men's medium. This one took 2 months to sell, and it sold for full price, $27 plus shipping. This was on the 10% off sale because it was between the 1 and 2 months. But I was actually really surprised that this one sold so well. These Marlboro denim jackets are, there are a ton of them out there on the market right now. And I don't think the sell-through rate is even 100%. But usually when an item is oversaturated, I'll price it near the bottom of the market, hoping to sell it quicker than most. And that's exactly what happened with this one. So number 22 is this Tommy Hilfiger button-up shirt in a men's large. This wasn't a great buy, and I've had it a long time. So when the offer came through for just $6, I was happy to sell it because it's been listed for about a year and a half. So I'm happy to see this one go and get it replaced with a much better item. So number 23 in the final sale of the day was this Tommy Bahama Hawaiian shirt in a men's large. This one did have a bunch of graphics on the front of it for Los Angeles and Vegas and casinos and gambling. So I went ahead and picked it up, even though I prefer to pick up Tommy Bahamas that are size XL and better. But since it did have this print all over it, I thought it would sell just fine. It took a little while to sell. It took 8 months to sell, but it sold for the full sale price of $26.77 plus shipping. I might have just either had this priced a little bit too high, because I originally had it priced at $40. Maybe if I would have priced this, $35 or $30, then it probably would have sold quicker. That's it for the sales. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for day 132 of the What Sold series. Peace.